Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to So You Want to Be a Star in the Music Business. This is episode number 32. Hopefully, we're giving you guys some pretty good tools to help you advance in your career. We're taking a short break in between lessons to kind of just give you some mental motivation, some things to keep in mind as you continue on, and we give you more lessons. We're going to discuss today the 7 things, or I guess what we consider 7 steps to a long-lasting career. So, starting with step number 1, make sure you get a pen and paper, make sure you jot these things down. The first thing, which a lot of people, because of their ego probably, don't like to admit to themselves. First thing is admit to yourself what you do not know, which is a lot. So, music, just like any other business, is something that you need to educate yourself upon continuously. It's always changing, and just never feel like you're at a place where you know it all.
Be hungry for the knowledge. You can't know everything. Nobody can. And if you're walking around saying, hey, I know as much as this star or that great performer, you're fooling yourself. Just tell yourself, I've got a lot to learn and I want to learn it. Step 2, believe in your talent, not in your ego.
What do you mean by that?
The ego equates with, I want to be famous. I want to be on TV. I want people to love me. And the talent is why you want to be in the music business. It is your creativity. It's your message to the world. It's how you're going to make your life better, how you're going to make other people's lives better. You have to concentrate on what message you want to give to the world. The ego portion may happen. People may all of a sudden start throwing their panties on the stage. But if that's what you're concentrating on, you shouldn't be in this business. That's our opinion. Step 3.
Step number 3. If you're not yet a great performer, make sure you find a mentor or a teacher or somebody that's already a great performer and just kind of study behind them. I mean, performance at this point now in the music business is such a huge part of revenue, a huge part of entertainment, and people like to be entertained. So you might have great music, but if you can't deliver that message, you can't perform on stage, your career might not be as far as it could be if you're a great performer. So make sure you basically surround yourself with the right people and just study as much and always work to improve your performance and your performance skill.
Here in New York, there are teachers and experts all over the place. LA also. But wherever you are, you can find a teacher who can work on your voice, teach you how not to abuse your voice. You've heard about many artists who cancel tours, which could be a loss of hundreds of thousands of dollars because their voice went. And there are teachers who can teach you how to work with that. They can also teach you how to be a more exciting performer. There are drama teachers out there who tell you how to talk to an audience, how to have stage presence. There are people, when they walk out on the stage, you automatically know they're a star. They haven't even said a word. And other people can walk on the stage and you barely know they've shown up. This is stuff you can learn. You need to do, whether it's at college, whether it's just a private teacher, whether it's someone who's already performing, who is taking you under their wings. You can ask for advice. You can find someone to give you their advice about who to study with, but keep studying. On Broadway, they're performing 8 performances a week, and they still take classes every week at the same time. They know they have to keep up and train their bodies and train their voices. All right, step 4. Perform constantly anywhere you can. The audience will let you know if you're ready. You can't necessarily believe your uncle or your partner or your niece. You've got to have an audience that doesn't know you, and if you're playing in a local bar and they're not interested or they boo you, you know you got some work to do. Comics have this problem all the time. And what you need to do is say, I'm going to fight through it. I'm going to make people notice me. I'm going to try to make my show as best as possible, and it gets better and better with time. It may take you a year, it may take you 5 years. Just keep performing.
But what that does is prepare you for those moments that you least expect, where you have a once in a lifetime opportunity to perform in somebody who you feel can impact your career. So if you get a situation like I had working with the artist, I was in Philly, and producer walked out just to go to his car. You get 2 seconds to talk to him. He's like, "Let me see what you got." Luckily, my friend, he didn't freeze up. He's what he do, let it out right in the middle of the street. So it's definitely made a good impact, good impression in those 2 minutes that he had the opportunity to do so. So just something to keep in mind. Next up, where are we?
Number
Four?
5.
5? Oh, wow. Hopefully, throughout your career, you earn a lot of money, but you want to definitely save just as much as you earn, because this isn't your 9 to 5. It's not you're basically controlling your own money, so you want to make sure it doesn't go out as fast as it came in.
Yeah, the other part of that, which is the earn and save money, is career development is not cheap, and no one is going to walk up to you and say, "Hey, here's $50,000. Go start performing and make songs." There will be all sorts of reasons. You're going to need pictures. You may need new costumes. You may need to go in the studio. You may need to just take a taxi to get to a club. You're going to need money, and the worst feeling is to say, "My God, I may have a great opportunity to meet with Jay-Z, and I don't have any money in my pocket. Can't do it." So don't be afraid. Just the opposite. Get yourself a job. Work at Starbucks, at the supermarket. Work for a law firm doing errands. Any job you can get. Preferably, it may even be work at a record label.
Right.
Be a secretary at a record label. Make money so you can pay your rent, so that is not the thing you're worried about. And you have some extra money in the bank that you can work on your career. All right, step 6.
Number 6.
Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Oh, no, I'll take this one.
Oh, go ahead.
Number 6 is very important. The best way to guarantee that you will not succeed or you won't accomplish anything is to either stop trying or to give up. So step number 6 is don't give up. So if you want to at least make sure you see your dream through, the worst thing you could do is just stop before you even get started.
You hear artists who say they joke that they're an overnight success. It only took them 20 years, right? It's perseverance. It's really hard, but that's, again, why you may need a job. Exactly. You're going to have to be able to survive the time that everyone's telling you that you ought to give up. And if you believe in yourself, not your ego, in your talent,
right,
you have a chance. All right, step 7.
Very important.
Out of 7. Surround yourself with trustworthy and knowledgeable people. Whether it's your teacher, whether it's your family, whether it's friends, whether it's people in the music business, you want them to know things so they can answer questions, and you want to trust them so they're not trying to sabotage your career. At that point, are we done for the day?
Almost there. Just one thing I always laugh about. They say you're the average of the 5 closest people around you. So one phrase is, you listen to broke people, you get broke advice. So in this case, you just want to be around successful people. So if you listen to successful people, you get better advice versus, kind of deadbeats. But sometimes you can learn from people and learn what not to do. But just keep those things in mind as you surround yourself with certain friends, family, and associates. But that's about it. Remember those 7 steps. Hopefully you wrote it down. Remember to subscribe to this channel so that you get notifications whenever we post new classes. Check out the website, which is www.MWEntGroup.com. My name is Kevin Curtin.
Mitch Weiss. Twitter is @_MWEG. Facebook is MWEntGroup. And a shout out tonight, we haven't done this in a while, to Dick Clark. All right.
Yeah.
For those of you who are old enough to realize what he's done, the music industry would not be what it is without him. He introduced thousands of new groups when there was no other way to meet these groups. And this was at the early stages of the music business and the record business. He alone made people buy records. And he's a great man. Those of you now would probably only know him from New Year's Eve with Ryan Seacrest, and he seems like a man who had been through a stroke. But we miss him. He passed away, and we just want to honor him.
Yeah, 82 years old. Rest in peace.
All right.
Until next time.
Take care.